So, Arsenal 2, Liverpool 2. Liver crap, actually. 2. It was not the best game of football, not in terms of gameplay. For the neutrals, it was a good game to watch, but for Arsenal fans and for Liverpool fans, I'm sure each fan base will think, their team deserved to win, but it was not meant to be. Arsenal having two injuries, two key injuries that contributed to the loss. It's not the reason why we lost. It's not the reason why we drew. I'm saying they lost. It feels like a loss. It's not the reason why we drew, but they were contributing factors to it. I'm going to be reviewing or giving my takes about the game, giving some post-match statistics as always, as well as doing a quick preview of the Preston North game in the Carabao Cup. If you're not subscribed, please do like the video and give us your own comments as well in the comment section below. Let's break it down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Daaaft. Hope you're having a beautiful and fantastic day. It didn't feel like a fantastic game of football, and so my evening is quite down, as you can tell from my voice, as you can tell from my mood. I'm not recovered from the game yet. Usually I'll give myself a couple of hours or maybe even a day before I record my take, but today I'm just saying let me just go straight for it. Let me capture my emotions at this point in time because I personally feel that the title race is over. Am I jumping to a conclusion? Yes, I am jumping to a conclusion because in the last 9 games, we've lost one and drawn 3 games. Liverpool has lost once, drawn once. Manchester City has only drawn twice, right? We are slipping and slipping and then slipping away from the title race. So for now, I think the title race is over. Things might change. Liverpool might lose form. Man City might lose 2 or 3 games. I doubt it. But right now, for me, the title race is over. But let's talk about the game. Let's not focus on the title. Title is going to be, decided much later down the line. But for today's game against Liverpool, starting with the starting 11 or beginning with the starting 11, I felt the starting 11 was not it didn't fill me with confidence, to be honest, because I saw Partey on in right back. I saw Declan Rice, Marino, Trossard again. I was like, no, 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 this does not feel good. But then again, on the other hand, Saka and Timber starting, that kind of gave me some hope that we could get something in the game. But then the game started. Partey won his duels almost every time against Luis Diaz in the first 5 minutes. And that was my worry. I'm like, Diaz is going to trouble Partey. But no one troubled Partey today. Diaz had nothing to do. David Nunes did not even trouble Partey. Even Cody Gakpo when he came on also did not trouble Thomas Partey. The only person that was worrying me a bit was Mikel Merino. Mikel Merino, yes, he scored a goal today, but I just think that's going to be like another Fabio Vieira type of signing. We'll give him a chance, obviously, because Arteta don't just take people out of the team. We'll give you chances upon chances and then call it a day. And another thing that was worrying for me in the starting 11 was also the bench, because I was like, who is going to be the game changer when we need the game to be changed? And my worry, my concern was right, because no one that came on actually changed the game. But we'll get there when we get to that section. But first 5 minutes, Thomas Partey was getting stuck in against Luis Diaz. I was happy about that. In my head, I was before the game started. Sorry, I'll come back there. Before the game started, I thought that Declan Rice is going to be like the centre back, playing like the John Stones role in quote, where he's actually a defender, but wanders into the midfield. But actually, it was a midfielder, was the number 6, and Partey did not really invert. But he did a fantastic job when he did. He almost, like, even when he went forward, did not overlap, obviously, because he's not a right back. But when he got forward, like, it was on fire today, to be fair. Marino was my worry. Liverpool came out pressing, obviously. They were the away team, so they're actually the unformed team as well. They've only lost one game against Forest before today's game, And so obviously they had the ginger that they could do something, and they came pressing and pressing and pressing, but nothing came of it because we actually defended very well. And against the run of play, not really. Benjamin White had passed a magnificent ball to Bukayo Saka, who actually nutmegged Robertson, put him on his bum, and hit the ball with all so much power and alacrity that Kelleher did not see that coming. There was no chance of Kelleher saving that goal. It was a brilliant goal from Bukayo Saka. His 50th for Arsenal and the youngest Arsenal player to ever score the 50 goals. At this point in time, I don't think we're going to see that number anytime soon because the other youngins, they don't seem to be putting in the same kind of shift that Bukayo Saka did when he joined the starting 11 at the age of 17 as well. But yeah, that was that. We scored that goal and we're on the up and up. I thought, okay, after that goal, the way we were playing, I felt that okay, maybe we could win the game now. And just a few minutes later, about 9 to 10 minutes later, they had a set piece and then they scored. And the fantastic or amazing thing for me about that set piece was before the game, the pre-match manager conference, and Slot was saying how set pieces will be very, very important for the game, and their team actually scored a set piece. So I like managers that say something that actually works because he said it was going to be, set piece to be important, and they scored a set piece. We also scored a set piece. Yeah, so 1-1 they equalized, and Merino had a chance from one of Declan Rice's free kick, did not take it. Who else again? I think Havertz also had a chance where there was like a penalty shout. He should have buried that chance. He skied it over the bar and started complaining. If he scored, I'm sure if he scored that goal, you're not going to complain about the penalty. Havertz did not have the greatest of games today. He held the ball well, obviously, but in terms of finishing, no. So yeah, we did not take our chances. But luckily for us, we had another free kick. The third time is the charm, as they say, from my counting. Declan Rice third free kick into the post. Merino scored. And that was, to me, that was his only contribution to the game. Nothing else that he did. 2-1. I was hoping that we were going to at least score a third because before the end of the first half, we're actually the team on top. We're dominating pressing. Lots of passes into the 18-yard box, but nothing came of it. Our usual problem, not finishing our chances. And in the EPL, if you don't finish your chances, it's going to come back to bite you because in the second half, and Slot, I don't know what he said to his boys in the halftime break. They came out and dominated the game. I think they dominated most of the second half. Yeah, we had chances where we're huffing and puffing, but really the second half belonged to Liverpool. On the 81st minute, I believe. No, what's it called? Gabriel picks up an injury in like the 55th or 56th minute, if I remember correctly. And I began to panic because at the time, Gabriel Magalhães was actually doing a job against Mohamed Salah. Him and Jurrien were doing a job against Mohamed Salah. Nunes was filing our players. He tried to break Bukayo Saka's leg and his hips, tried to break Kai Havertz, tried to break Gabriel and Timber on so many occasions. I was surprised that the only time he got a yellow card was like on the 92nd, 93rd minute after all of the damage that he did. I think what happens to sportsmanship, right? You would think that someone that has been through injury would not want to take someone out. I know that we are technically the title rivals and everyone is expecting us to be in the title race, but I think that was foul play from Nunes and Anthony Taylor, being Anthony Taylor, let a lot of things go. But I'm not going to blame the ref today. I'm going to blame us because we're very, very passive. We're leading 2-1. We're at the Emirates. We are at home. We should be the one taking the game to them, but we're very, very pragmatic. I remember seeing Arteta even shouting to his boys to come on, move forward. So I'm not going to even put that on Arteta. I just think the players are just worried. They just want to secure as much 3 points as they can, and then they're costing us the game because they also know that we are not playing to full strength right now. A couple of minutes later, Jurrien got injured, and that was it. Once Gabriel is out, Timber is out, obviously Salah is back, and he Well, to be fair, he had a good intricate pass with David Nunes and he scored his goal. I'm not going to blame Miles Lewis Kelly there. He did what he could do because he did not even try to run forward the time we were attacking, because just prior to that we were attacking. Martinelli did Martinelli things and pass the ball properly. And he scored on the other hand, 2-2. And that was the game. That was the game, 2-2. It was a terrible game to me. I didn't really enjoy it. But some quick post-match stats, and then I will give my player rating. As always, I got this from Opta Stats. So, Arsenal versus Liverpool post-match. Fact. Arsenal has failed to win back-to-back Premier League matches for the first time since New Year's Eve in 2023 versus West Ham and Fulham. They've also failed to win 2 of the 4 home league games they've scored first in this season. We've won 2 and drawn 2. We've scored 27 goals from set pieces in the Premier League since the start of last season. Woo-woo, it didn't matter anyway. Their 21 headed goals are also the most of any side in the competition since the start of last time. It doesn't mean anything, right? Arsenal are the set piece master, we're the set piece king, and we've conceded 2 set pieces in the last 2 games. That does not bode well, right? Nicolas Jova, they found you out, mate. You need to do something different. Okay, we need to start defending set pieces better, because that most teams know that is the best way to score Arsenal. From open play, it's quite difficult if you have our defenders on the pitch. But set pieces, they're beginning to walk away to beat us. I don't care about the Liverpool Salah's one, that's BS. Bukayo Saka has directly been involved in 10 goals in the last 8 Premier League games this season. He scored 3 goals, 7 assists. And the fewest games by an Arsenal player to reach 10 plus in a single campaign since Cesc Fabregas. He did it in 6 games. He's done it in 8. But anyways, that does not matter. Like I said, my mood is quite down because I was expecting us to win. Manchester United lost, which is always a bonus. Tottenham lost, which is also a bonus. Newcastle did not win. But yeah, draw is not good. It's not good. In terms of quick player rating, I would say from David Raya, I would say good performance. Good performance. Left back, Jurrien Timber, for the time he was there, excellent performance. Gabriel Magalhães, excellent performance when he was there. Benjamin White, very good performance when he was there, as well as Thomas Partey, excellent performance. Like I said, with Diaz, Cody Gakpo, David Nunes did not have a sniff on that wing. Declan Rice, very good performance for Declan Rice. The times where he should have shot, the times where he could have done better with the ball. But very, very good performance, I would say. Declan Rice. Mikel Merino, all right performance. I'm not impressed yet. Yes, you had the goal, but what else did you do? All right performance for Mikel Merino. Leandro Trossard, I expect more from Trossard. I know it's not a actual number 10, but I just expect more. Good performance from Leandro Trossard. Gabriel Martinelli, very good performance, but yeah, we need to upgrade. We need an upgrade in profile, right? He's playing well, but it's not giving us what we want. We want the Martinelli of 2 seasons ago, and it seems that Martinelli is long gone. This Martinelli knows how to run. This Martinelli still knows how to dribble, but this Martinelli does not know how to finish. This Martinelli does not know how to cross a ball properly. So, yeah, we need someone different. But for this game, very good performance. Kai Havertz, all right performance. He held the ball up, but that's about it to me. If you feel different, please let me know in the comment section below. Bukayo Saka, good performance. I would say very good performance in the first half. In the second half, they put 3-4 players on him and he didn't really have a sniff. But when it was on the ball, you felt that magic could happen. But good performance in the time that he was there. The substitutes that came on, Kivio, all right performance. They didn't really have an impact to me because Salah still scored because he didn't know when to go forward, when not to go backward. His positioning was all wrong. Even though you can say Ben White is the one to be blamed, but he was doing his recovery run. But I think Salah and Nunes, you left Miles Lewis Kelly out to dry. So, all right performance for Kivio. Miles Lewis Skelly, I would say good performance. I enjoy him. I enjoy him more than I enjoy watching Ethan play. Everyone shouting, Ethan, up. You saw what he did to the game, brought to the game. Did it change anything? No. Did it have an impact? No. So, Ethan Waniri, all right performance for Waniri. Gabriel Jesus, good performance when he came on. Good performance when he came on, but yeah, if you're not scoring, what's the point running, dribbling, holding your head, holding your leg? Man, manager, all right performance from the manager, all right performance. I'm not impressed at all this particular match. Right, which also takes me back again to the transfer window. I rated the transfer window a 1.5, and it's for this reason. You can't take a gamble that because last season we didn't have a lot of injuries, that the same thing is going to happen again. These players are playing so much football. Players are complaining, managers are complaining, and yet you're still trying to have the gamble that these players are going to be able to play 90 minutes week in, week out, play international break, play international games on international break, come back and come on, guy. Come on, you should have signed more people. You should have bit the board head off to sign more people, but you didn't. And now you can't even bring people from the bench. You're taking Saka off that has been injured out in the 82nd minute. Calafiori injured. Jurrien Timber injured. Gabriel Magalhães injured. Odegaard injured. And we're actually fighting for a title unless your objective is not to win the title, which I doubt it is not your objective. Okay, so all right performance for the manager. The referee, nothing. The fans from where I was watching, I could hear the fans loud on the TV. Very good performance, but it was not meant to be. So that is that for the Liverpool game. You let me know what you think about what my takes or what you think about the game in the comment section below. The next game that we are going to be playing is versus Preston North, and we've not played them in the last decade in the Premier League, obviously. The last time we played them was 2017 in the FA Cup. We won 2-1. 2-1 that we won. So what's my prediction? I don't think we are going to win this one. I have no faith we are going to win this one because who are the people that are going to start? I'm thinking Sterling is going to play. I'm thinking Kivio is going to play. I'm thinking Lewis Kelly is going to play. I don't mind the Jack Nichols or Josh Nichols if he actually played well against Bolton. I don't mind him playing, but the forwards, I don't have faith that they're going to score. And Preston took Fulham to penalty kick. As a matter of fact, they played 17 penalty kicks between them. Right, they even prepared for penalty kicks as well. And Fulham, the Premier League team, blinked first. So I'll say a draw. Obviously, I hope that we're going to win, but I won't be surprised if we have a draw. And then maybe make it in penalty. I'll still hope for us to win. But in 90 minutes, I don't have faith. But after the Preston game, I'm going to preview the game against Newcastle. Hopefully, I have more ginger and more energy than I do right now. But until then, you let us know what you think in the comment section below. Please like the video. It's very, very important for us. Subscribe if you're new or yet to do so. And also check out Scatayan podcast. It's not a football related stuff. It's just, society talk. What's going on in society and how it's affecting our behavior. And, I like to question things. So please check that out as well. And please like that video as well. Until after the Preston game, I'm going to say have a good week, people. And take care. Stay curious. This has been Daaaft. SCFA. Peace. Psst, psst. Oi. Subscribe. Press subscribe. Thank you.